Hey, my name is Caleb, and I'm here to talk about some myths and incorrect ideas surrounding male victims of sexual assault. Men are just as likely to experience rape just as women do, but it tends to get swept under the rug due to dumb social stigmas like only gay men are assaulted. That's not true. Your sexual orientation doesn't determine whether or not you're going to be assaulted. Only gay men assault other gay men. Actually, more oftentimes than not, it's heterosexual men that are assaulting other men because rape is not a sexually driven action. It is a violent, it is a power hungry move, and it is based out of anger. It is not based out of any sort of sexual desires. Men cannot be assaulted by a woman. It's not right. Although most perpetrators are male, women still have the same ability to pressure, to manipulate, and to force men into sexual situations without consent. Being erect or ejaculating during sexual assault means that you really wanted it or consented to it. Erections and ejaculations are physiological responses to a physical stimulus, or even extreme levels of stress in some cases. This response doesn't indicate consent. It doesn't indicate any sort of sexual orientation or sexual attraction. The fact of the matter is, 1 out of every 10 rape victims are male. Approximately 1 in 21 men reported that they were made to penetrate someone else during their lifetime. 44.8% of men who were made to penetrate someone else reported that the perpetrator was an intimate partner. 27.8% of male victims of completed rape experienced their first rape when they were 10 years of age or younger. The stigma that surrounds about men and rape stems from the toxic masculinity in our society. It's been ingrained into our minds that we can't be victimized and we can't be assaulted just because we're supposed to be strong. Men are supposed to be strong and dominant people. If you're a real man, you should have been able to fight off any of the attackers. If you were a real man, you would have been able to fight to the death to defend your manlyhood. Because of this idea, it makes the aftermath of sexual assault for men much worse. They believe that they're no longer a man, that they really did lose their manhood, that they deserved what happened to them because they weren't man enough to stop it. These feelings of shame and anger tend to push men to increase drug and alcohol consumption, increased aggression, isolation, and likelihood of experiencing depression. Being that men are statistically more likely to complete a suicide, the stigma surrounding sexual assault for males can cost a life. You are not less of a man. You are still deserving of love. It is not your fault, and you will be heard.